building. See, we're limited. Columbus, of course, is limited on the west by the river, and then your military reservation comes along here and eliminates the building all the way up to here, and then moves out. So Columbus is having to move to the north and to the northeast in their buildings. Did y'all fly in this morning?
No, we drove in.
Oh, well then you.
The reaction of the high school to all this going on around, especially since they put out a recent profile saying that whomever the person is could be a teenager.
Oh, I have not really have not noticed a great deal of change. Of course, this has come about. We've been under this strain or the tension since September, when Ms. Jackson was the first victim. And then, of course, the others have followed at periodic intervals. I think the big thing is that the children or the boys and girls here are concerned about is the I guess a shadow that's cast on the school, and plus the fact that I have curtailed as many nighttime activities as possible because of the fact that the kids who attend Columbus High School and walk through the Winton area that where many of the stranglers have struck. The tension in the neighborhood, I think, has, of course, is passed on to the kids, but I have not noticed it, in short tempers or that would be reflected in fights or disputes and squabbles that has to be handled by the disciplinarian, because we've had the best year that we've had in many years here, as far as disruption.
Knowing that now that they're saying if it is a teenager, they could be a high school student, and it's got to make the students feel zeroed in on.
Yes, I think that although I have not, I don't know of anyone of any student that has been questioned by the police. I don't know of any of them that are under suspicion.
That they would have to. The police haven't really just been all through the high school interviewing students. You say that they've been discreet about it.
As far as I know, to my knowledge, that there has been no student at this high school that has been interrogated by a policeman or questioned or anything of the sort. Of course, the police have been on the campus at, checking out various leads. But as far as pointing the finger at any one student or any one group of students, I don't know of any.
With the high school being right in the middle of the Winton Road neighborhood, it would be easy for anyone in the high school to be familiar with the area, but maybe not as familiar as the...
Yes, certainly, because as I say, as I say, when they walk in inclement weather, rain and cold as well. So they certainly know the shortcuts home and would know the neighborhood very well.
Yes, thank you very much. We're going to let him get
There'll be a crowd here, and if we win, of course, the enthusiasm, they seem to lose all sense of careful. You go down the middle of the street and be as quiet as you can. But, don't kick over any garbage cans. But they understood. Father feeling towards them, you don't accept it. But the reason that I've done it is because of the tension in the neighborhood. 30-30. So-and-so sits out under the magnolia tree with a shotgun until 10, 11 o'clock at night. Yes, they're very, very familiar with this neighborhood. That they are in and out there. see, this is a mile and a half circle here from this area here, with this big, the round circle. And this is my attendance area marked in here. And these are where the kids walk from, right through the area. They fan out in this area. There's no walking here. This is a golf course. This is another real old neighborhood that there are practically no students in. So that 90% of them walk right in this direction.
Commander Boone, now that you have a psychological profile that indicates the suspect could be a teenager, how is this affecting your investigation?
We do have a psychological profile developed in an effort to help identify this person. And the profile is...
Go ahead, Commander.
We do have a psychological profile developed in an effort to help identify this man. We are not restricting our investigation between the ages of 14 and 20, possibly living in or near the neighborhood of this area. And in the past, somehow, he had probably had trouble with the grandmother or the mother.
You don't necessarily think that it has to be that person?
No,
though.
I'd like to explain that because our investigation is not restricted to this age group. We're interested in any information that could possibly identify this man, regardless of age. In all probability, he may be between the ages of 14 and 20. At this point of the investigation, we don't know.
How about Columbus High School sits right in the center of the neighborhood? I know that the people over there feel tension because of the whole situation, and I'm sure that you're interviewing people in different high schools. Can you tell us?
We have conducted interviews with people throughout the neighborhood, throughout the entire area. We have interviewed people at the school, and we have interviewed people that has called in information concerning this. This information is computerized so that we don't overlap in the investigation. Yes, we've interviewed quite a number of people.
Any reason to believe that this is where your suspect might be?
Are you referring to Columbus High School?
Any evidence that really points in any
direction? No. As to where he is, what age he is, or anything, we don't have any evidence of that nature.
Chief, after this sixth strangling, are you any closer? Do you feel you know anything more about the strangler?
We feel like at the time that we are applying pressure. We feel like that under the procedure that we are under now, since we have had reports of forced entry into some of the homes out there, and him being scared off, we feel like that the pressure is being applied by the forces that we have out there, yes. As far as how we stand compared to other cases, the evidence that we gather at the scene of these crimes is released to the crime lab. They, in turn, will evaluate this evidence.
Has the last evidence been evaluated?
I have not got the report on it. It's being done. And of course, they'll come back and when they report, then we can determine whether or not, just to what value this evidence might be to us.
It seems as though whoever it is continues to work, that eventually the person will strike again. Is that your feeling?
Well, if the pattern continues, he probably will, yes, if he continues with the same pattern. Of course, we got a lot of hope that we might be able to identify him and pick him up and get him off the street before he strikes again.
But even after this last strangling, you're not that much closer to knowing who he is. How about all the rumors that you truly have a suspect? We keep hearing it from people that call in, and word. I know that rumors are spreading like wildfire down here anyway.
I can't tell you how these rumors start. There's no way I can tell you this. I can tell you this: we have not made an arrest. We do not have a suspect in custody. I can't even begin to tell you how the rumor starts. But I would like to make it clear that we do not have a suspect. I can discredit any rumor that might be to that point. We don't have a suspect. We have never arrested a suspect in this case. So you can dispel any, or just disregard any rumors to that effect. If we make an arrest in this case, you can bet we will release the information.
We'll quickly get some cut shots, and we will be right out of your way.
Okay, be fine.
I know you're probably very busy. When do you expect to get the report?
It could affect the trial. When an arrest is made, it could affect the trial. So it's necessary that we do withhold people. I think they realize that we're not deliberately withholding information in this case. But I think we owe it to the public and the people. Say that we're looking for a flag.
Or that you have a suspect?
We do not have a suspect. We've interviewed hundreds.
Yeah, you can start answering it.
Want me to answer?
Chief, how about all the rumors that we hear that you have a suspect?
We do not have a suspect. How these rumors starts, I don't know. We've interviewed a lot of people, hundreds of people in this area. But
The other one was the 9-year-old. Hopefully inside of this office.
Yeah.
Daily copy of it.
We ain't got to say stuff.
You saw it.
No, I don't, we can't sit here and decide that.
Where you came in, okay, Manchester, that's what that was at. It's Spring City,